What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm about to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, there we go. Cool. All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's going to be the first time live on YouTube. Went live during New York session, I should say, not live on YouTube. We go live every day, obviously. The first time live during New York session on YouTube. So we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see some new people in here. And we're just going to see how today goes. It's Friday. I'm going to get to it. So we did miss a few possible setups, but not tripping too much about that. All right, cool. So we're gonna be looking at some setups right here. Let's look at this. So we just missed by like an hour the drop on the indexes. Kind of was anticipating. I was kind of looking for this to happen yesterday, but yesterday you see here it did kind of a little bit of both. But price did just break this level. So if the news goes the way I wanted to see it go, I'll see a new low being made today. I want to see this level of traffic. I want to see these wicks get hit, if not taken out. And I want to see a new low be made on US30. It's already broken below here, so I want to see it close below here, if not breaking past here. So obviously the first target we're gonna have to see is it hit 31,800, and then if it can break through 31,800, I want to see us hit 31,580 again. And I want to see us close there, because you see here, literally the past few weeks we've been wicking there. So I want to see if we can close and break through that. But we literally just missed the entries on the indexes. NAS, not too much. NAS is at a decent. And then yes, we're still bullish looking on NAS, but you can see here literally all day. I mean, not all day, all week, price has been closing at this level here. And you see the past 2 days when it's at the top of the zone, harsh rejection down. So this is just showing that it's definitely struggling to push to the upside. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but I'd like to see NAS come down to 12,560. But we just missed the entry on that. And the same thing with SPX. This thing just dumped as well. But it's all good. We're going to see. We're just going to meet it at this next level and see if we can break that level. Right there. So we're going to let those do it. Then we put that on my other screen. We're going to see if there's any setups we can jump in on right now. Damn. We just missed this one too last hour. So we got a new low about to be made here. We could have jumped in on the top of this, but we're going to see if we can jump in the middle of it, because I can see it still being dropped. I want to see the new low being made. So same thing. I got to add some more levels. But it's doing a nice drop, so I want to see it retrace a little bit. So I'll probably try to enter around 67. Was it 67.80? On 67.80 or 67.90 on oil. That's what we're going to look for right there. All right, so we'll mark that level off right there. Actually, you know, mark that level off. We'll mark that one off. Yeah, so we're gonna wait for the retracement on that, because it's going to have to do a retracement. Well, it doesn't have to, but most likely it will, especially since it's dropping like it's dropping right there. So let's go ahead and look at these currency pairs. All right, so we're gonna wait for GC to break back above this daily level. It's already filled up this imbalance yesterday, so I want to see if we can hold above this level. If it can, we could possibly look for buys on GBP CAD today. But just gonna wait for it to break above this level before we jump in on those buys. And then we're gonna wait for EA to break above this level too. So we're gonna be looking for EA buys, GA buys. I want to look for GC buys as well. Let's see what EC is looking like. All right, so just did a nice retracement on this as well. If we zoom out, we see Euro CAD's bullish as well. So it just did a nice retracement for us. Just did a nice retracement for us. I like this as well. We target these highs right here. Stop loss, gonna put the stop loss right there. So do a nice 1 to 3. So we're gonna look at EC as well. All right, so let me put EA on my other side. Trading EA. Yeah, so there's a few reasons why I did the live today during New York instead of London like usual. There's a few reasons. One, I had to do some things, and then two, like I said, there's a lot of news going on, so it kind of worked out for me because, like I said, I had to do some things. But then also there was a bunch of news going down, so I was like, it's most likely going to be choppy, like it has been most of this week during the times or the hours when it's about to be the news popping off. And we needed some retracements to happen, which we see a lot of retracements did happen. So it kind of worked out for us. Granted, we did miss a few opportunities, but realistically, you miss opportunities all the time. If you're asleep, if you're in another trade, if you're done trading for the day, you're always missing opportunities. So I'm not tripping too much about that. And the plus is Friday. Most Fridays, especially during New York, volume starts pumping crazy. Yeah, so EA is slowly pushing us. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at EA as well. Let's see what else. Let's see what else is going down. Yeah, I like EA. We're looking at EA. GN rejected that level. Yeah, so now G and the EN are following AD New Zealand's lead now, it looks like. Yeah, that's a nice rejection off that. Yeah, so if it can break below 96 like 50, I'm gonna go for a sell on that. I kind of been waiting for this all week really. Granted, we did take some buys earlier this week, but that's because if the setup was there, the setup was there. But I've been anticipating for the sells to start or the downtrend to start on G and EN. The EN's been ahead of it for a few months, but now it's following its lead. So we're gonna look for the entry right here. Just like usual, we're just gonna be patiently waiting for price to come to us, and then we're gonna go from there. But we might be jumping into some things in this next candlestick if it does what I want it to do. Let's see what these other pairs are looking like. Hey, what's going on, David? I see you in here. Let's look at AD cap. Yeah, that's still showing bearish momentum too. A little bit different from the other Canadian pairs, but most of the AED pairs are bearish right now, regardless. But yeah, this was looking like a sell setup. Let's go to NJ. Looks like I need to add a new level. That thing dropped last night. All right, so the downtrends continue with the JPY pairs. Let's see what these other pairs are looking like. All right, so EA is slowly pushing back up here. So we're going to wait to see if we can break back above that level. GC struggling a little bit. I want to look for GA buys too. It did just break back above this level. So yeah, I like GA and EA. We've been catching buys pretty much this entire month on the GPAUD pairs. As you can see, we've just been catching crazy buys this month. We caught a few sell setups here, but for the most part, it's just been bullish this month and a little bit of last month. It's had a decent entry. So yeah, I kind of like, so we're going to wait for this candlestick to close since the new 15 is about to start in about 2 minutes. But yeah, I like GA, EA. We're still going to pay attention to GC, but it's not where I want to see it yet. This is about to hit this level. So when it hits this level, we're either going to look for retracement back to the daily level, or if it breaks below here and starts treating this resistance, we're going to look for a sell there. But I'd like to see a retrace and then look for a sell right here. That's what I'd like to see happen. Decent stop loss. Yeah, so I'd like to see retracement. So we're going to see if it's going to do that. I got to add a new level. Enjoy doing any retracements. Yeah, it's going to some nice retracements right there. Looks like the JPY pairs went crazy during London session. That's going to work out for us. So. Yeah, yesterday was one of those days though. So while we're waiting for these setups, I got them on my screen still. We're gonna be paying attention to them still while we're talking. But we're gonna talk about the trades we took yesterday and how we've done this week, or how we're doing this week so far in general. But yeah, it looks like the JPY pairs are getting their acts back together. They're kind of rangy. It was kind of a weird week for them, especially with the holiday that started off. They did a nice drop on Monday, and then we didn't mess with them on Tuesday. Wednesday, we went for a buy. It's really just been rangy, but now it's broken back out of that, and now it's showing bearish momentum again, which is nice. So now we got a nice flowing market happening. We did miss some nice entries and positions on the JPY pairs, but it's all good. We got some setups, some potential setups about to pop up right now. Our new 15 just started. Yeah, so we're gonna wait for EN to break below this level. Let's see what AN's looking like while we're waiting on that. This thing started this move. Yeah, so we're gonna see. We're gonna wait for EN to break this level. Yeah, it's about to make my favorite candle formation. Let's wait for this break this level. Let's go back to EA. EA is still. EA is kind of doing what EN's doing right now. Yeah, so we're gonna pay attention to EN. Yeah, so we're gonna be watching these pairs. I'm gonna keep an eye on these pairs right here. So we're gonna be watching EN, EA, And then I'm about to update my levels on these JPY pairs. I'm gonna have to do some retracement. It's the 6 o'clock hour, so we might see some retracements happening soon. I'd like to see some retracement happen before the news pops off. But we'll see. We usually see retracements around this time though, before New York session. So I'm just mark these levels off right here. Do this. Yeah, so JPY pairs, they just made a new low during London session. Mark this level off here. Yeah, so we're just waiting for Ian to break below that orange line right there. And if it can do that, and then once my confirmations are met, we're going to enter. For now, we're just patiently waiting. So while we're waiting on that, I'm just updating some of my levels because some moves did happen while we wasn't live. All right, cool. I just gotta do this. And I'm still looking at some other pairs too, but we're just patiently waiting right now. So we had a bunch of PMIs pop off during London. We got let's refresh this. So we had a bunch of PMIs pop off during London. We had the GBP retail sales right at the London session open candle. Then an hour later, literally the entire hour, 2 hours, we just had Euro PMIs popping off. And with that, we had some retracements happening. So didn't really miss too much on the Euro pairs. But the JPY pairs did do nice dumps. They were doing the dumps we were kind of waiting on kind of all week for. But they finally did that. So that's the only thing we really missed. But then we have at 8:30, we have Canadian and USD news. And then at 9:45, we got the PMI for the USD pairs. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty standard regular Friday New York session. And we're seeing some retracements happen right now, which is what we wanted. Yeah, so I'm just looking at some other charts, marking up some trade ideas right now. And then in a second, we're going to go over how we did yesterday, the trades we took yesterday, and then how we're doing this week. But I want to see, I don't want to miss any setups real quick. All right, so E is pushing back up. I'm wait to see if we can break and close above that level. But this is the perfect position. This can be the new high. We did have this new low be made. We hit this level here. As we can see here, last time price hit this level, saw a pivot, new higher low is made, new higher high, new higher low. I would like to see it be stuck here like it's been chilling here and respecting this level. If it can stay on top of this level, then we can see the new higher high be made right here. So that's what I kind of want to see right here. But we're waiting on those confirmations first before we pull the trigger on this trade. Because it could slightly retrace a little bit more if it wanted to. I don't know if it will though. Maybe, pretty much retest this level enough. It could do it one more time, but it makes more sense for it to continue to try to push back up. So yeah, we're just gonna wait on that. Show me where on that. What else would we be looking at? Alright, so we have NJ right here. We're going to see how it reacts to here. It's already been doing a decent drop so far. The 4-hour candlestick hasn't really done much, but on the daily, it's kind of been doing some things. It's kind of been dropping. But realistically, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 11, 10, 9, 8. Yeah, so it's slowly been dropping since Asian session. Only broke through one level though. Looks like it's done a crazy move, but not really. Well, compared to the other daily candlesticks, maybe, but not really because most of these were wicks. But it's been bearish. It's just been struggling to make a new low, as you can see here. And it's been definitely pushing to the upside, definitely testing that resistance like it was trying to push and break through and treat as support. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna let this retest this level, and if it respects this level as resistance, we're gonna look for a sell right here. But we're looking for sells regardless. So if it keeps pushing up, we're just gonna look for a sell here. But if it can treat this as resistance, we're gonna look for an entry and a sell right there. So that's the game plan right there. All right, so US30 is retracing a little bit. So again, we want to see if we can retrace all the way back up to here. Do a nice retest. Didn't really do one on the 15. It kind of hit this level, then dropped, and never really retested as a resistance. It might have did it on the 5-minute though. No, it didn't even do it on the 5-minute. Yeah, so I want to see it retest this level, especially since we do have news popping off in a couple hours. I want to see it retest that level before the news pops off. Oil's retracing as well. Yeah, so I want to look for sells on oil, JPY sells. So good Egypt as well. Yeah, so we got the new low being made now. Yeah, so it's the new low right here. So I want to see if price can at least hit on 138.15 today. That's why I want to see price hit today. So same thing, I'm going to look for retracement and then enter off this level right here. That's the game plan. And if it doesn't retrace and it pushes back down, then we're just going to look for a sell down there. But we're looking for sells regardless. Obviously, we'd like to see retracement. Let's go back to the 15 right here. So that's dropping back down. Will we see a repeat of last quarter? It looks like it's trying to do that. Last time price hit this height, that's when the slight downtrend began. Now we're at that same height again, and it's definitely struggling. I want to see if we can continue the uptrend and break through it. But it's definitely struggling right now. Yeah, so price most likely going to be doing this until probably closer to New York. But besides the point, these are the setups I'm going to be looking for as of now, at least. Let's get to the comments. What's going on, Shawn? Today's going to be daily. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting Friday for sure. Like I said, we did miss some JPY sales, and there's some indexy short. That's pretty much it. Everything else has just kind of been ranging for the most part. That's literally like the only pairs that really did anything. Everything else is still ranging, like GA ranging. Like this is all it's done. All Tokyo. This is Tokyo London session. Tokyo session, London session. Right. EA did a little retracement. Now we're chilling right here. So we haven't really much craziness happen besides the indexes, just small little sell rejection, and then oil as well. Oil did a drop, and then JPY pairs. That's literally it. That's literally it so far. So there's still a lot of things that can pop off. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting. Looks like Ian's about to like, re-attempt. See what GJ's looking like. Okay, so I hit the bottom of the zone as well. Just doing a slight retracement. Yeah, today's gonna be interesting, especially during New York. It's kind of the same thing here. If it doesn't break below here, if we retest this level, we're just gonna look for entry at that level. But we're looking for sales right now. It's gonna take a lot for that bias to change for most of these setups. So indexes, we're looking for sales on the indexes, looking for sales on the JPY pairs. The Canadian pairs, if it fails to break above this level, then we could possibly see a reversal happen again right here. When we zoom out, kind of still bullish. So I still want to look for buys, but have to wait to for price to hit my levels for a buy. I'm not going to just jump into a buy, especially when we see AC's bearish and literally all the Canadian pairs are dropping and retracing right now. So it's definitely going to be an interesting Friday. Yeah, these Canadian pairs can kind of go either way. Yes, I mainly want to pay attention to the AED pairs because those are bullish. Those are clearly bullish. So I like to look for buys. It's going to have to break a few levels for me to look for sales. Now, granted, the past couple days, today and yesterday, is red, but if we zoom out, we clearly are bullish. So the price can push back above this level. I would like to look for buys on EA. I wouldn't really look for sales unless price breaks below like 60, 75. Then I'd probably look for sales. But they are retracing right now. So we're just gonna let them do their thing. EN, we're patiently waiting to break that level. I already did a little retracement here, so it could do it again, but it's most likely gonna break this level. So we're just waiting for that. All right, new 15, injuries red. We're not gonna pull the trigger on this yet. We just want to make sure it's going to stay underneath this level and not try to push up on us because it did do a decent move the past 3 hours. It's been dropped. Well, it's been dropping during Tokyo session as well. So we're gonna let that do its thing for now. We're gonna pay attention to it still. And so we'll keep an eye on these right here. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on those right there. All right, let's put this back on the 15 as well. Kind of already know what the structure is looking like. So now we just got the game plan. We're just patiently waiting for that. Yeah, but we do have news today. And that's one thing. It's just let's see what next week's looking like. Matter of fact, while we do this, because this week's been these past 2 weeks have been one of the more stressful weeks. So the last week of the quarter and the last week of the month is looking a lot cleaner. So yeah, this Friday, today, yeah, I want to see some levels get broken. I want to see some levels get broken today. Some have already been broken, but I want to see the levels get broken so we can have some clean looking charts for the next week. Monday, we don't really got anything going down, which is pretty normal for a Monday. Then Tuesday, we got a pretty normal looking Tuesday. Wednesday, normal Wednesday. Yeah, so next week's pretty normal. And then, of course, the new month, new quarter. After that, it's probably we're going to have the yeah, so the next couple of weeks look like pretty normal weeks. Yeah, so we're just going to have to survive and deal with today. And then, of course, we're going to have to look for opportunities like usual next week. But compared to this week, news-wise, it looks a lot cleaner. This is a lot cleaner, a lot less choppier. Assume a lot less choppier. Should be easier to look for setups and take setups. But these pairs look like they're still dropping. So yeah, if it breaks through this level, we're just going to simply look for a sell underneath this level. Nothing too crazy. Would have been a nice setup to get in on though. That's all good. Yeah, so we're just going to look for a sell right there. SPX is right here at the bottom of the zone, so that kind of works out as well. SPX looks funky right now, but it's kind of showing bearish momentum. I mean, it was bearish right here, then a small temporary uptrend, but overall, it's like some bearish momentum still. And of course, US30 is like extremely bearish. NAS was like slightly bullish, so it's kind of confusing. It's kind of confusing week because we did catch some huge buys on SPX. I think 2 or 3 times this week. I think Monday and Tuesday. But yeah, so I want today to kind of do like what they did with the JPY pairs this week. JPY pairs were kind of looking funky like this, and they kind of just today during London session, now the chart's looking kind of cleaner. So I want to see the news today for the indexes do the same thing, help make the charts look cleaner. So that's what I want to see happen. These look like they're still going to continue to try to drop down. So we're going to see how price reacts below this level. And then we might look for some short-term shorts. I'm saying short-term because with the news, there's a few things that it does. There's a few things that happens on the charts before the news pops up, especially with the USD pairs. It happens a lot with a lot of pairs, but mainly the USD pairs. I don't know so much about PMI. I got to look at my notebook and see what happened the last PMI for USD pairs. But I know most of the time I read for the news, there's like a few things I noticed that would happen the days of the news and then a couple hours and even a couple candlesticks before the news pops off. All right, so EA is pushing back up. So yeah, if we can close above there, we can go for buys. Let's see what EN's looking like. EN's pushing back up as well. Let's see what GA is looking. GA's, we tested this level here. Yeah, so I would like to end something on this stream, but you know, the setup don't come, we don't come, but the trade ideas aren't going to change for the most part. Yes, I would like to see a slight retracement of JPY pairs before the news, or it could do it on the news candle. We've seen that happen before too, but I'd like to see it happen before the news. But yeah, that kind of helps clear things up. So yeah, we're going looking for sells for US30. We're right back where all these candlesticks have closed for the past couple of weeks. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I want to see us at least hit these wicks, if not close and or break below those that level of price, which is at like 31,600. So that's what I want to see happen. So if it doesn't retrace, we're going to see if we can break below. But it's respecting the level so far. So we're looking for a sell here or here. Either way, we're looking for a sell here or here. And the same thing with EN. We're looking for a sell either here or here. I have it down here because I already did like a retest, but it's respecting this support level so far. It's respecting this level of support so far. So it could continue its bullish momentum. And slightly jumped the gun, but it did break through this level, it did retest that level. So if it breaks below here, I would not be against the sell, but it's still bullish. So this could very much just be a higher low, and it could continue to the upside. It could also do that. So I'm gonna remove that. So we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. New 5-minute did just start. All right, oil's retracing for us. Let's see what US30 is up to. Yeah, same thing with SPX. You know, look for a sell here. We're going to look for a sell right here. Because it did break above this level. Hit this level of traffic right here. Then that thing rejected. And then dumped down. And now it's respecting this level of support. But I want to see it break below and treat it as resistance. But so far, it's respecting that support. But then again, we got news in about 2 hours, hour and a half. And this is the retracement hour pre-New York. So that's kind of what we're seeing right now is retracements. But that's going to work in our favor. Doing that doesn't go. So let me go back on the daily time frame so I can try to figure out where this goes. Could I just move this line? I think I put it back in place. I think I actually put it back in place. But I'm not 100% sure. That looks about right. That looks about right. All right, cool. Yeah, but we're looking for sales on this. Yeah, so we might just see some retracements this hour, which is no problem. We can still look for buys even if it comes down to this level. I wouldn't really look for sells until price breaks below like 66.95, 66. Yeah, 66.95. That's why I look for sales for EC. So we could still look for buys here. Let's pull up GBPJPY. So we do got GBPJPY back up. Yeah, GBPJPY. Looks like it dropped there in London as well. So yeah, we got the bearish momentum picking up on GBPJPY as well. So I'm looking for sales on this. Also, let's get rid of that. Yeah, so I'm looking for sales on GBPJPY as well. It was just joining the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. We may or may not. We got news popping out of a couple hours. And usually on news days in general, if you haven't noticed this week or the past couple weeks, or even today, when it's high impact news, they'll either do a move a couple sessions before the news pops off, or it'll just literally range and play around until the hour or even the candlestick before or of the news that's supposed to be scheduled and popping off. So we're just looking at sellers right now and possible plays, but we haven't entered anything yet. So Mr. Gold buy. Gold's still bullish as well. I want to see if we can break 2004. I feel like it was in the 2000s last year. Let's see. Yeah, it was. I remember this. I remember this last year. I remember this. It was climbing up this. Well, this wasn't a play, but I was just trading last year, and I remember this. What was it? This. It was one of these huge highs on gold. I remember trading. I want to say it was either last year or 2 years ago. Kind of leaning towards 2 years ago, but it was one of these highs. It was which is a crazy trading week. But that's besides the point. That's just me going down memory lane. But I want to see if we can break that today. If we can break and stay above that, we can definitely see new highs being made. We're already in the middle of a new higher high. We already took out the higher low right here. Missed the entry. So basically the USD pairs and the JPY pairs went crazy during London session today, while the pairs that had the news didn't really do too much. So now we're going to see the opposite happen. So this is holding this level as support. So we might be seeing a new high being made today. If we're looking at market structure. Yeah, this thing wicked and rejected. This thing's rejecting, respecting. If it closed underneath here yesterday, we'd be looking for sales. The fact that it wicked and closed back above, not just the daily, but the 4 hour, it's still bullish. You could see a new high being made if it breaks through that level of traffic to the left. Yeah, this looks like it's trying to get this liquidity right here. Ooh, yeah, that's multiple wicks respecting that support while slowly climbing up. And it's imbalance in the 4 hours as well. That might explain it. Yeah, I can see this pushing up actually. EA just broke this level as well. It's the first 5 minute though. So we're gonna see if we can close above here. 5 minutes minimum, but ideally the 15. But it did close back above here, which is nice. Let's see what G is up to. Okay, G is pushing back up as well. Oh, we might have just looked at this at the right time. We might have just looked at this at the right time. So let me go ahead and write these up. Go ahead and post this disclaimer just in case you do jump in on this. Do like this stuff. Go ahead and post this disclaimer. Haven't entered this yet though. About to write it up though. So SL for this, we're going to be looking at, let's see, decent SL. Don't let it be too crazy. It's a decent SL right here. You could put it down here. Won't be super safe. But a super aggressive stop loss would be right here. We might just put it right here because I still wanted to. 8385, 44. So it's going to be about a 40, 50 pip stop loss. Haven't entered it yet though. I'm going to see it close above here. Or I have a certain number. If it hits a certain number, we'll enter. Or if it closes above here, and depending on what the next 15 looks like, then we'll enter like that. But it hasn't hit that number yet, so we're going to be doing the ladder. We're going to be waiting for it to close above this level, which is doing a nice job of. But yeah, we're just patiently waiting. Let's go back to the JPY pairs, see what they're up to. All right, so it might be retracing still. So it's going to bring that back up top. Yeah, it's just super choppy right now because of the news week. I'm trying to go up, hit the middle of the zone, retrace back. It's already getting this retest of these levels below it twice and slightly today. So it could come down, but it's already hit those levels multiple times. We do have this imbalance right here though, and we did hit the 50 on that imbalance. So we could possibly see a red candlestick retest today. We could possibly see that. Because we do have this imbalance right here in this zone. And we just hit the 50 on that. Nonetheless, though, I'm not looking for sales for the next few levels. And still respecting it to support. So we can keep that right there. So I'm going to go ahead and write these trade ideas up. So just in case we do enter this, we already got it written up. So 83, we say 8340. So let me drop this down a little bit. So let's be a 1 to 3 risk reward if that's the full play. So we're gonna say 8340. 8340. I've not entered this yet. 1.83. 1.845. New 5 minutes about to start in about a minute. Four, 25. Cool. And your AUD slowly pushing up as well. This would be a nice 1 to 4 risk reward if it does the full move. 6130. So SL 6130. Okay. NJ just retest that level. Okay. So I was treating this as resistance. So I'm not fully against the sell right here then. So 81 tends to stop loss. Yeah, I did a nice retest. That's what I was looking for. Multiple candlesticks, treatment, multiple wicks. Yeah, I like this right here. This is 80. 60. So let me go ahead and write this over here. Yeah, so we got a few setups popping up right now. Yeah, so I'm not quiet because there's a lot of setups about to pop off right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna enter NJ. I'm gonna type the TPs in a second. Yeah, there's a few moves that look like they're about to try to start. All right, so I'm gonna type the TPs up right now. All right, so I'm gonna type the TPs up right now. And of course, like always, this is your first time on the stream. Well, I didn't say this, but this is the first time you stream on the stream. Hit that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram. Read the disclaimer. All right. Make sure to read the disclaimer. Even if this isn't your first time on the stream, make sure to read the disclaimer. And like always, this is a trade I'm personally entering. If you don't like the setup, if you don't see what I see, you do not have to enter. Here. 80, 80. It's a 50 pip stop loss. My bad if I'm quiet, y'all. 80, all right, so new 15 is about to start. I can mark that up. Cool. And then let's see. So that's still chilling at the middle of the zone there. I'm messing these levels up today. All right, so let's pull up EN. Still holding that level. Yeah, super rangy there today. Super rangy. EA still chilling on this level. So I'm still leaning towards buys, but still waiting on my confirmations to be met. Wait, brother, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How about you? Okay, as long as you know, Dave. As long as you know. No, but I'm doing pretty good. It's been a good week. In trading, outside of trading, it's been a pretty good week. I can't complain. Hope y'all's week's been good too. Hope y'all enjoy y'all's weekend. That's about to come up. But yeah, this thing's dropping still, so we're gonna leave that alone. GA still doing that as well. EN's dropping, so we're gonna move this to the side. I'm still kind of leaning towards sales, but if it respects this level, it is still technically bullish. So I'm leaning towards sales because I'm trying to kind of jumping the gun on the sales a little bit early on it. Still technically in a bullish formation, hasn't broken the levels it needs to the left to consider going for a sell. Speaking of levels, you got some getting broken right now. Now these are going to be with these cells. There is a chance it could try to retrace and right back where it started the day, and then come back where we left off. I've seen that happen before, and I've gotten wicked out because of that. And then there was also times where I just held that shit through that. Now, do I recommend doing that? No. And is that fun? No. Which is why I always talk about securing profits and not being afraid of getting wicked out. But I do like these setups. Right? We're not going to enter off this candlestick though. Oh, well, we just hit some TPs on NJ while we was doing that. We just hit some TPs. So what TP did we hit? So we hit TP 2. About to hit TP 3 in a second. So y'all should be blue on y'all screens right now. This is a trade any account can trade, any account size. The AUD pairs and New Zealand pairs usually have pretty small stop losses. So any account size can really trade it. Obviously, you still need to calculate your stop loss, but obviously, small account sizes can't trade like US30 or something like that. So let's see what these pairs are up to. Let's get a little update on gold. Gold doing a little retrace right here. Yeah, so I'm looking for gold buys. I would like to see gold retrace here, so we can enter a buy there. It's kind of already played in this zone long enough. I kind of don't want to see it come back down here. If it was going to do that, I should have did it when it retested this level here. But as you can see, it respect that level of support. But before I start talking, let me just double check a few things. We do got this order block up here that I want to see get hit. I want us to at least come into this range today. Then we'll worry about if the uptrend is going to continue or not next week. But yeah, that thing's doing a nice retracement. Let's go back to EN. EN's still respecting that level. Let's go to EA. EA is pushing back up. G is pushing up as well. Yeah, so I like EA and GA as well. All right, well, we do got news popping off in about an hour and a half. So retracements can happen before the news pops off. And retracements can happen before the news pops off. So make sure, like always, just to keep an eye on your charts and keep that in mind so you're not shocked or surprised if or when that happens. Okay, what is going on here? Did I mess up one of my levels? Or is this just a bigger zone? Yeah, I messed my level. Either trading you messed my levels up or something, because something is off right here. What is going on? Like, this don't look right. These are accurate levels. But what is going on here? Did I move it again? I have been moving stuff on stream. Why is it two golden lines here? This is going to throw me off. So we're going to delete that. And we're going to delete that. And we're on this level right now. Right? We're on this level. Trading view done confusing me. I might have to fix the middle of the zone. Yeah, I think threw me off, but let me not get too sidetracked. Not get too sidetracked. All right, so we just hit TP3. We hit TP3. It retraced back up slightly, but we did hit TP3. 135. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Let me get back to this. Yeah, I don't know what happened with this, but we're just going to, I'm about to do a magic trick. And we're going to go to another chart. We're going to go back to MJ, so I can look at MJ. And I'm about to fix this. It's going to bother me. I don't know. I might have slight OCD, but I don't have like crazy OCD. At least I don't think so. At least I don't think so. But I need to fix these levels up. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Boom. Got this low right here. It's a decent level right there. What the heck? I'm just gonna do this right now. I don't know what happened. It's kind of throwing me off. But we're gonna do that for right now. Nonetheless, I'll fix that one later. We're gonna do that for right now. Nonetheless. Let's not get sidetracked because we was just looking at your. Okay, cool. Still chilling right there. US30 still chilling right there. SPX is still chilling right there. So we got these positions for sales coming up right before the news. They already did retracements here, so it could still hit this level. But I would like to see it break this level and look for sales right here. But of course, if the news pops off and price retraces right here, I'm not going to just ignore that. And like, nope, I said I'm gonna look for a sell down here. You know, once confirmations are met, I would not be against going for a sell here either, where the original sell started. But as we can see here, price is still slowly dropping. So we're going to look for a sell setup right there. So I'm going to go ahead and write these up as well. Yeah, look, I have a feeling it's going to be a very interesting New York session. I don't know why, I just got a feeling. Could just be all this choppiness causing all this anticipation in me. Could be that, but yeah, but we're just patiently waiting on that. I'm not going to jump the gun early on indexes. Now, we've entered trades before news before. I mean, we've done that all this week, entered trades before news. So it's not really that. But we're just waiting on the confirmations right now. As you can see, it's still wicking these levels. So we're just going to patiently wait until price breaks and closes underneath those said levels. Now, NJ is retracing a little bit. Like I said, this was a little bit high risk of play, but we did hit a few TPs. We did catch a cool amount of pips. Gold's still chilling right here in the middle of the zone. What day was this? We didn't enter that. Yeah, I just had that marked off. Let's see if we can hit this. Zoom out. That's where we put the stop loss. Pretty decent stop loss. We can give it a little bit more wiggle room, but I don't think it'll be necessary. I don't think it'll be necessary. Oh, these were on the bottom of the zone. So it looks like these are retracing like we had right here. So NJ's following that exact lead. Let's see what holds that level though. But we did hit a few TPs. Euro New Zealand's doing the bullish momentum. Let's go to GM. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, so if price pushes back above here, we'll look for a buy setup on GM. Yeah, we put the level right there. New 15 to just start. So a little late start to the day, but we're already 2-0 for the day to start off. We hit TP3 on NJ. Meeting members did enter another play. I'm gonna say what play we're in right now. What play we're in right now in a second. Let's look at GC2 out of curiosity. So we got a wick. So GC looks like it's trying to make its way back up. Let's see if I'm mistaken. No, so still okay. So yeah, we're still looking for buys on GC. It's just not time yet. I want to see it break through as well. Now, granted, so put a nice level of traffic here. Yeah, so if we can break and stay above that level, we can definitely see these highs being made. New highs being made. Just 190. All right, so let me finish typing up the TPs for the members, and then we're going to go over how we're doing this week so far. Then I'm catch up to the comments and all that stuff. Because it'd be up, but then I use my other monitor. I have like the chat and stuff on to look at some other charts, and I'd be forgetting about it. I'd be talking to y'all though, but I'm forgetting to read the things. 6245. Oh crap. Give me 1 second. It's 230. There we go. All right, cool. All right, just fix that up. All right, y'all. I'm typing some stuff up. All right, cool. Cool. Let me do this really quick. All right. And a part two is dropping. Part two for the 200 to $2,000 challenge is dropping today. It's dropping today. I finished all the edits. It's dropping today in the afternoon. And then this weekend, I need to set a reminder. So if I set my reminder and remind myself, I'm going to try to record some stuff this weekend to have ready for next week. Because I am trying to not just stream live, but at least drop at least 2 to 3 videos additionally on the channel as well. That's what I want to do as well. But gotta manage my time a little bit better. I do be doing a lot of stuff, but I can manage my time a little bit better. I'm not gonna act like I don't have any time. I just gotta manage it a little bit better. Did not retrace, but it did push. It did retrace, but it didn't hit the level I wanted. But it's back underneath this level, so I'm gonna have to do another magic trick. So we're gonna look at US30 while I do this magic trick. What was we just looking at? We was looking at oil. Hey, you go there cracking up, Joseph. What's going on, Waleed? What's going on, Waleed? What are we looking at? Looking at a few things. All right, you just said that 2 minutes ago. Cool. Looking at a few things. We're looking at sales for the indexes, US30 NAS, SPX, GBPJPY. We're looking at sales right now. Obviously, that can change when the news pops off, but it would have to realistically break a few levels for my bias to change. We're in the perfect position for the new low to be made on US30. I want to see not just price close underneath 31,550, but I want to see it close. I want to see it hit, if not close underneath this. But we're at a perfect position for a low. We started the stream a little bit later today, so we did miss the initial sell position on the indexes, and we did miss the initial sell entry on the JPY pairs. But it is what it is. We still caught a quick move to the downside on NJ, and the MENA members are currently in another trade right now that we're blue on. And we still have the whole day to catch some opportunities. Even with the choppy news, once the news pops off, we got like a whole another 5-6 hours to catch some opportunities. But that's what we're looking at right now. Right now, we're looking at a few things right now. I'm just looking at all these pairs to see basically what pairs I need to tunnel vision on. So I'm just going through all the pairs, seeing what pairs at my price levels I like, and then determining which ones have the cleanest looking setups. And then we're going from there. But you haven't missed too much. You haven't missed too much. All right, so let me go and add this other level to oil. Wow, as soon as I did that, I wants to retrace back. So I might hold off on adding that other position because it looks like it's trying to push back up. So we got news in about an hour. Whoops, did not mean to do that. We got news in about an hour for the Canadian pairs. So I want to see GC fly. I want to see all Canadian pairs fly today, to be honest. I say that, but a lot of the pairs are looking bearish. GC's on the few that is showing some bullish momentum. But if I'm being honest, New Zealand CAD's kind of looking wonky. But I would like to see that change. That way we have clean looking structures. It's some bullish momentum. But I want more of a cleaner structure on most, if not all, the pairs I have here, especially to end the day. That way next week, you can start the week with clean setups and strictly just, bread and butter, rinse and repeat, just looking for the setups, entering, letting the trade do its thing. So that's the game plan right now. Yeah, but I usually only do lives during New York time for the members, but we don't be live during this time. Usually be around like 8 o'clock, the earliest. And members that aren't in this live, I'll do a price watch list after I get off this live. I'll do a member price watch list before the news. We're going to be on for a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Yeah, so the other JPY pairs hit the bottom of the zone, so that's why NJs were tracing back up. But we did hit a few TV. We did catch a good amount of pips. We caught like, we entered that 60. We hit 43. So we caught about 20 pips. So y'all didn't get wicked out. Again, make sure you read that disclaimer. It explains kind of how the TPs work. But if you didn't get wicked out, like always, hold to SO or TP gets hit. But like I mentioned before we enter, these are like short-term positions right now with a little bit higher risk strictly just because of the news right now. Now, if this was a couple hours beforehand, like a couple hours ago, it'd be a little bit different. But we do have the news popping up soon. And it looks like this is slowly trying to push up as well, but has been doing a slight drop. And they did do retracements yesterday as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Canadian pairs react to the news right here. Let's see what EC is looking like. So EC is bullish as well, and we missed the. Oh, wow, and I had this marked off, so I just brain farted, and we missed a good entry off this one. And I had this marked off, and I had to have done this on stream because these candlesticks were from this hour, so I had to have did this on stream. But we missed the entry on that. And we was just talking about Canadian pairs. This is all good. So we're either going to wait for retracement or price breaks this level. We're just going to look for a buy here. But this was the level I wanted to enter off of. But it's all good. We're in 2 trades right now. You don't need to be in every pair in the market regardless. Let's go back to the indexes, see what they're up to. So yeah, they're chilling right now. They might just chill right here. So a little bit closer to the news. But new 5-minute did just start. CG is up to. See what AN is up to. Mm-hmm. 3 minute members just hit TP3. Oh yeah, so we're 2-0 to start the day so far. So I totally did not do the recap of yesterday. So I'm going to do the recap of yesterday in the week so far. I'm going to break down the trades we took yesterday, and then I'm going to hop off. So we're going to do that, and I'm also going to link the video. I'm going to link 2 videos actually. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, part 2 of the 200 to 2K challenge is dropping today. Part 1 I dropped like a week or 2 ago. We made 50% of our account in 3 days. 3 trading days, we made 50% of our account. We only really over leveraged on like 1 or 2 trades, but the rest of the trades were proper risk. Nothing too crazy, like risking like 5% per trade. There was only 2 trades that were slightly over leveraged, and it was simply because the account size was too small to risk 5% or less. Let me find this. I'm gonna link that, and then we're going to do the recap of yesterday and all that good stuff. So yeah, part 2 dropped 2 weeks ago. I mean, part 1 dropped 2 weeks ago. Part 2 is gonna drop today, and it's literally picking up right where we left off. Y'all gonna see that. It's gonna be kind of similar to part 1. I'm gonna show y'all screen recordings of me in the trades, me closing some trades, and then I'm going to show y'all the trades on TradingView, and then most, if not all, the trades I took were trades I called in the free Telegram and for the members. But if y'all have not watched that video, go ahead and check that out. Hey man, and I'm 4 to 5 weeks into trading. I just followed your news down to 1 to 3. Hopefully, it's T before. Can you split the red and green boxes used predicting the zone? Yeah, I got you. I got you. All right, so I'm assuming you joined a little late too, because you texted. Yeah, I'm assuming you joined a little late, so it's all good. So I'm gonna help you all out. I'm gonna help you out. I got you right now. All right. So first, you slide this over. All right. First thing, if you're not already, click that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram. All right, free Telegram, free signal. All right, because before I post any trade, I post this disclaimer. Disclaimer is going to help you out. So what happens with this disclaimer? What do we do? Again, it happens. It happens. Trust me, it happens. And it's all good. Don't worry about it. Obviously, don't over leverage. Use proper risk. Every trade's not guaranteed to go to the final TP or in our favor in general. Again, that's common sense stuff, but I still gotta post it because some people want to win every trade. Like I want to win every trade too, but you have to be realistic, and you still have to be prepared for the worst, hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? So let me see here. When a TP is hit, it'll either reject or break through. So keep an eye on your charts. So when NJ hit that level, when it hit TP3, you see this wick. I call all wicks rejection wicks. Why do I call these rejection wicks? Because when price hits the level, the wick is caused because it's rejecting that level, right? When price hit this zone right here, what do we see? We see a wick rejecting that level. Then what happened after price rejected that level? It pushed up. And look, another wick, price rejected the upside and then dropped down. All right, so I call these rejection wicks. And the same thing here, price broke below the zone, rejected, and then pushed up. All right, you see here, price hit this level, rejected, pushed down, right? You see here, price hit this blue line right here, this daily level, treating this level support, rejected the level, rejected, right? And then you see rejection wicks from the upside, and then look, price dropped. Not a coincidence. So like I always say, candlesticks are always going to give you clues. All right. Yeah, again, it's fine. But that's why you got to keep an eye on your chart. But like I mentioned before, we missed the initial drop, so this was a little bit higher risk entry. But this happens a lot of the time, so it can very much still drop down because SL hasn't been hit yet, and we're still underneath the resistance level right here. So there's nothing to freak out about right now, but just keep that in mind. When TP gets hit, it'll either reject or break through. We see that happen all the time. And other times, it'll just continue to pump like we've seen sometimes as well. I'm trying to think of one. Like we caught SPX5, not this one. This was the one we caught, members caught. But this is the one we caught on live on Tuesday. This is the same thing that happened on Tuesday. We hit a few TPs, rejected, came back down, retraced. You see this rejection wick. What happened after that rejection wick? Price pushed up to the upside. So it can still come back in our favor because, again, it's not going to just immediately hit the final TP. It's going to have to hit the other TPs first. But that's pretty much what happened. And I'm assuming you entered, you joined a little bit later, which is fine. But just hold the S over TP gets hit. And, of course, risk what you're okay with risking. But I suggest personally not risking more than 5% of your account per trade. But yeah, let me see what else you said. I know you said something else. And then you said, well, rise or fall. So the pairs are bears. So I can't really. So what you're asking is kind of it's not a yes or no question. We're bearish, so we're looking for strictly sells in JPY pairs. So overall, it's dropping, but like I can just tell you, it's dropping right now, or it's going to rise or fall. But overall, it's bearish. So overall, we're looking for sell positions. All right. So these lines on my screen, I identify these levels to help identify entry and exit points. But overall, it is bearish. As you can see, we're in a downtrend. But this is AJ, but we can go on NJ. It's the same thing. We're in a downtrend on NJ as well. sort of sell. Now we missed the initial dump. So like I said, this was a higher risk sell, and this was short term sells. Just like I was talking about with the AED pairs, those are going to be short term buys because a few factors are in play right now. We have news about to pop off in about an hour, and again, we missed an initial drop to the downside. Now, granted, it's already reacted to these zones properly in the retracements, but again, we have news popping off in a little bit, so price is going to be hugging these levels until closer to the news. So we're going to see retracements and price hug these levels until the news pops off. So again, we're still underneath this level trend as resistance, so there's no need to freak out. And always hold to S or TV gets hit, because there has been many trades, like even this one. I don't know if I called this out, but I had this marked off. So even if I didn't call this out, you see my SLs here. You see how it almost hit my SL and then tanked. This happens not all the time, but it does happen many times. I'm trying to think, did we take a trade that happened this week that it did that with? I don't think we took a trade this week that happened, but there has been trades where that's happened. Like I know we took I think it was GA. Let me see. It was when we took a sell to was it this one? It might have been this one. Yeah. I don't know if I called this trade. What was it, the 13th or 16th? We got time to kill, so let's go ahead and scroll to the 16th. Just to see something. 16th. All right, this is how, again, first in the description for your Telegram, you're going to see how we did literally since I started the playbook. I started the playbook last year, I think in March or September, something like that. So the 16th. All right. 16th. All right. So this is how we did that week. I'm looking strictly for the 16th, but while I'm scrolling, y'all can go ahead and see if it pops up clearly on your screen how we did this week or that week in general. I'm looking for the 16th, so we're almost there. So I just got to scroll a little bit more. Went 4092 that day. That was the 15th. Just got to scroll a little bit more. Okay, we're on the 16th. Euro 80 sell. One. Euro 80. Okay. Yeah, so it was this play. Okay, so I call Euro AD in the free Telegram, and I call GBPJPY the same day, the 16th, in advanced play signal room. So we entered here. We entered off this drop. We didn't enter up here. We entered underneath this level here. And before I start talking, let me put my other charts up, because I love to get sidetracked while talking. I just get so passionate about this stuff. And then the markers are like, hey, watch this. And then the move slips by me before I know it. So let's look at these pairs really quick. All right. GC. All right, cool. Just give me 1 second. All right. Cool, I got my charts up. I might have to do another level because of what it's playing around. All right, so let's go back to GA. As I slid to the left, it was over here for a reason. All right. So we entered right here, like this candlestick or this candlestick, but we entered underneath the yellow line. We hit a couple TPs, like we hit TP1 or TP2. Wicked, hit TP1, TP2 again. That thing retraced all the way up. We was in drawdown, and then that thing tanked, and then we hit all the TPs. So retracements are part of the game, but I'm just showing y'all that as to show, like literally, just a show of hands. Wait, we're not in Zoom. Y'all can't do that. Comment or something, because I know I'm not the only one that's closed the trade early, and then you go back to look at that trade, and then guess what? That trade flew in the direction you projected. I know I'm not the only one that's happened to. I can't be the only one that's happened to. So I always hold to SRTP this hit because at least the way I put my SLs are placed where if the SL does get hit, price is most likely not going to be going our way anyways. So that is literally close to, if not like the best spot. I'm not going to say perfect, but it's like one of the best spots or best prices to exit out, at least for the positions we're going for. That is. But these are ranging right now. But the Canadian pairs are slowly pushing back up to these daily levels right before the news. So yeah, I am leaning towards buy. We did miss the initial buy on EC right there. But we're R2O to start off so far. All right, so I linked that video, the $200 challenge. So now for you, okay, GC slowly pushing up, so I do like that. But for you, let me make sure I read everything right. Going down, right? Yeah, so all the New Zealand pairs are bearish right now. So I'm personally would only look for sells on the not the New Zealand pairs, the JPY pairs. I'll only look for sells right now for JPY pairs personally. And do you think we have an entry? Do you think we have an entry on what? On what exactly? Akoski or Akwaski. I hope I'm saying that right. Do you think we have an entry on what? And it would be a good opportunity for entry right now. You were saying you was in. Hold on. You say you missed out on TP1 to 3. Hopefully his TP4. So the way you're saying that, you're making me think you're already in a position. So I wouldn't add another position on the trade, especially since you didn't get wicked out of the initial position. So there's no need to add two positions while you're in drawdown. Now, if you would have got wicked out and retraced, then you could have. Now, granted, there still would be a risk, but there's risk with any trade. But since you're still in drawdown, I wouldn't add another position personally. And yeah, Joseph, I know you've seen it a few times. I know you've seen it. You're a member. You've been a member for a while, so I know you've seen it many times. Many times because you've been a member for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. You weren't the. I remember the first three. One of them's not here no more. But I think two of the first three or two of the first five are still with me. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Robert. There's a few more of y'all too. But I know those were like, and you too. I don't remember what number you were, but I know you were like at least like one of the first 10 or 15. You've been here for a minute. You've seen it all. All right, cool. Yeah, this thing's slowly trying to come to this level. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we're looking at for this. We got news popping off in about 45 minutes. Yeah, about 45 minutes for Canadian USD pairs. And then at 10 o'clock, so we got news at 8:30 EST for the Canadian USD pairs. We got core retails. Then we got durable goods for the USD. And then at 9:45, we got the PMI for the USD. And that's pretty much it. But most likely will affect other pairs besides USD pairs. Yeah, daylight times. Sure. Are y'all just having that? In America, we had ours, what, the beginning of this month? Something like that. Or last month, something like that. All right. So I'm going to, yeah, but that's pretty much, I just want to show you that because it's definitely part of it. So like the stop loss is there for a reason. The TPs are there for a reason. But this is how we did yesterday. AJ took an AJ selling. Both of these plays, well, not this one almost there, but this play right here. I want to talk about this play first. We went for the sell during Tokyo session yesterday. No, Tokyo session on Wednesday, Thursday morning. We went for the sell. We hit TP1 a few times. The thing retraced, hit our stop loss, came up a little bit. Boom, then that thing dumped. So, right idea, just entered a little bit early. Could have possibly re-entered, but I wasn't looking at the charts at the time. I wasn't looking at this pair, either or. But this would have did the full move, and this would have been a nice 1 to 3, almost 1 to 4. So entered a little bit early. Right idea, just a little bit early. And that happened to us a few times last week as well. But, that's just with the choppiness. When it's choppy, it's not volume flowing. It's going to reject these levels a little bit more than it needs to. But then we also took a GC buy. We entered this one live. TP1 got hit. We got 10 pips. So I deleted it, but I think we entered around here yesterday. We hit a TP1. We barely missed TP2. This green line's TP2. We barely missed TP2. Then came back down here to this zone. Then shot back up. Barely missed TP2 again. And now we're chilling right here. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards the buy as well. Because it respected this level of support multiple times. So if we can break above this level, I'm going to look for a buy. And then me and the members also took a GA buy. Caught 125 pips, all TPs hit. So we went 3-0 for the day. We're 11-1 for the week. Let me scroll up. This is how we did on Wednesday. Wednesday we went 3-1, 278 pips. GN buy. I think EA and GN I called live, if I'm not mistaken. So during Tokyo session, same thing. Again, it's just choppiness of the news this week. It's just the choppiness of the news this week. We went for a buy during Tokyo session on EA. Entered a little too early. Stop loss got hit, but then we made that back and more when we re-entered here. So this was a beautiful move here, 1 to 5, almost 1 to 6 risk reward. So we made it 5 times what we were risking on this play. This was a beautiful setup right here. Me and the members are currently in another EA buy. We hit TP3 if I'm not mistaken, but we're kind of floating in profit right now, kind of ranging right now, stuck at this level of traffic. And then EA and GA have just been feeding us all month. Really, it's just been feeding us all month. Last month as well. That's how we did Wednesday, I think. And then we went 3-0 on Tuesday. Caught a total of 5,000 pips. Caught 4,700 pips on SPX. Caught 210 pips in Drill AD. GM caught 141 pips. So we called. I think we entered EA during Tokyo session, or this might just been a members only play. Whoops. But I know we entered SPX live that day and GN live that day, if I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, all we gotta do is click here. Yeah, so we entered SPX live and GN. We might have entered GN live too, but those were 2 members only plays. SPX was the only free play that day, but that thing went crazy. We got 4,000 pips. We literally rode that wave all the way to the end of the day, literally. And then Monday, same thing. We caught an SPX buy, members only though, 2,800 pips. And then we caught a GC buy, called this one live, caught 66 pips. So yeah, so we've been looking at buys pretty much all week for GC. And we actually caught that GC buy. GC slowly pushing up too, but we actually caught that GC buy right here. It did the same move twice, then it broke above it, missed the buy here. Was looking for a buy. No trace back here, missed the buy here, and now we're looking for a buy right here. Let's go back to these. So oil, okay, these are starting to move now. These are starting to try to make their move right before the news. Yeah, so we're looking for sells on these. If it doesn't break this level, we're just going to simply look for a sell here, or even better, up here. That way we can ride the entire wave down. That's the game plan for the indexes. I would not. So let me say that, but the slight chance that it does, a reversal. I would not consider buys on GBPJPY unless it breaks above 15,170 and treats that level as a support level. If you don't know what support resistance is, I have videos on my YouTube channel. I might link that, as well as I need to link this video too. So we have news popping out. We have news popping off all this week. So if you don't know how to trade during these choppy news days or news weeks, I have 2 videos on my channel. Also, make sure to hit that sub button, that like button, because we don't just live stream and live trade every day. Like I said, we post content on here as well. So I do have a video, very well detailed step by step on how to trade news. I break down everything simple and precisely. And then the video after that, I'm gonna link that. I'm gonna link that right here too, because why not? So not only am I breaking down how to trade news, but then the next video, which I'm about to drop right now, is me practicing what I'm preaching and showing y'all exactly me doing what I'm telling y'all to do with trading news. All right, down, cool. And and I break down those traders as well. Yeah, but if you don't know how to, if you're not familiar with support resistance or how to read candlesticks, do explore my channel, because I'm not trying to blow up the chat, but do explore my channel, because I do have videos for literally almost everything. And if I don't have a video for it, it's just because I simply have not made it yet. But I have videos, trade breakdowns. I have videos breaking down pips. What are pips? How to calculate pips. I have videos breaking down my trading plan. I have videos breaking down how to compound and grow your accounts. I have multiple videos about passing funded accounts, how to pass funded accounts, strategies I personally use to pass my funded accounts. Bunch of trade breakdowns. Yeah, literally got everything on here. And I'm still adding more things to it. Still more to come. It's only going to get better. So make sure to hit that sub button. And speaking of that sub button, NAS is looking tempting for a sell. I kind of like these. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for it to close underneath it, but it's slowly creeping. We do have news in about 30 minutes. So I'm about to go ahead and, oh yeah, I was supposed to go over these levels with indexes. So I went over the levels with GBPJPY. Yeah, I didn't get those levels. Just simply hit the rewind button, double tap to the left a couple times, and you'll hear the numbers and the prices I was talking about. But I'm looking for sells on the indexes. It would have to break a few levels of price for me to consider going for buys. So I'm about to go over those levels of price with US30 as well. So US30, if price breaks above 32,240, you can look for short-term sell. Again, short-term sells to around 32,400, 32,420. And depending on how it reacts in that little box right there, it could reject back to the downside. But if it breaks and closes above 32,000, like 480, and treats that level of support, then I feel safe to look for buys. But anything underneath those levels, I'm strictly looking for sales. NAS is at a good entry for a sell as well. I'm not going to lie, it's at a good entry for a possible sell. I wouldn't look for buys unless price, honestly, I wouldn't look for buys on NAS unless price breaks above and treats 12,860 as a support level. You can maybe look for short-term buy that price breaks above 12,700. That's a little bit risky though, because we do have this wall of price at 12,750 to put into account. Because we see here, this is literally where price is closed all week, literally all week. It's closed here. This level is closed here, so it's a strong level of price to keep in mind. All right. So rewind if you didn't hear that number. But yeah, I'm leaning towards sells in these pairs. Now SPX, same thing. It's leaning towards a good entry for a sell right now. Missed a good entry during London session. I would not consider buys safe. I would not consider safe buys unless price breaks above 39.60, 39.65 to be super safe and starts treating that level of support. All right, but to be super confident and safe, if price breaks above 4,000, then you could look for buys again. But anything below that, I'm personally looking for sells. I'm personally looking for sells. Now, gold, I'm looking for buys. I'm not looking for. I wouldn't look for sells on gold, honestly, unless price breaks below like 1946. It starts trading as resistance. I wouldn't look for sells until price does that, to be honest, because we're clearly bullish. And if we zoom out even further, we're extremely bullish, right? But even if we just look at right here, we're bullish. So I would not look for sells, even though we are climbing up and about to hit the order block. We have not hit that order block yet. But yeah, that's just personally. Now looking at NJ, again, like I said, we're still respecting this level as resistance. Still chilling there. We're going to see what happens during this news. So it's either going to do one or two things. Well, it's going to do a few things. It's either going to work around, play, and then continue to tank, which is what I'd like to see, or it's going to wick this level or come back to the initial level right here and then tank to the downside. That's why I see it's like a 10% chance, in my opinion, that we'll see a reversal happen to there. Before I say that, let me zoom out really quick. And matter of fact, let me do something even better. Let's go on the naked chart. Yeah, I wouldn't even consider buys on this price breaks above like 81.75. So yeah, I would have to do a lot of work for me to even consider looking for buys on this. So the slight chance there is a reversal. That's the number for NJ. Now GJ, looking for sales, kind of same thing. So that's pretty much it. Oil, I gotta do the other level of oil because oil's it could still retrace back, but it's chilling at this level right here, so it's probably not gonna come back. All right, y'all. So yeah, I'm about to make the price watch list video for the members. We're not gonna go live today. I mean, it's 30 minutes away. I might as well go live. What time is it? I said we're gonna go live, but I switched my schedule up, so I kind of do have time to go live for a little bit. So I might go live. I might go live with the members. Why not? It's Friday. But I feel like the real move's not going to happen until 9:45, 10 o'clock, though. So scratch that. So yeah, I'm going to send the price watch list out to the members in a little bit. Make sure hit the sub button. If I'm not mistaken, we just hit 500 subscribers. That doesn't mean don't sub, though. Still hit that sub button. But giveaway is on the way. All right. Man of my word, the giveaway is on the way. It looks like EN is about to do what I was looking for, maybe. But I am man of my word. The giveaway is coming out. If y'all don't know the details of the giveaway, I gotta find it. I posted it a couple weeks ago. I gotta find it again, the details. Well, it would help if I go into the right channel. Basically, let me see, because I forgot what I said, because I did change it up a little bit. So let me find it so I'm not saying something that's not true or accurate. So let me try to find it. I don't remember what day I posted it, but I know it had to be like last week or 2 weeks ago. All right, I found it. All right, so let me go ahead and copy this. So giveaway. All right, so we just hit 500 subs. I think we hit it yesterday. I don't need no trolls. All right, thank you. I was about to say I don't need no trolls to unsubscribe and make me one short. I do appreciate the subs though. I do appreciate the support. Shout out to everyone, even if you haven't been a member. I still get messages from people that aren't members, support from people that aren't members, regardless of the fact. I appreciate y'all, the subs, support, especially those that be in the lives daily, even on the slow days, because we have had some extremely slow days. And, those that have been watching the whole time, I do appreciate y'all. Because a lot of people Can't do that. And I don't blame anybody for not doing that because it's boring. And you know what I'm saying? You can do so much with your time. You know what I'm saying? But the slow days, the slowness, the boring times are important to see and experience as well, even if it's like secondhand. You're watching me, but you're still experiencing it because you're watching me and nothing's going on. But it's the reality of trading is a part of trading. And there's a lot of parts of trading that people don't want to accept or deal with. But if you just accept and deal with it, it'll be a lot easier. In my opinion, it'll be a lot easier. Because back to what I was talking to the members about yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm terrible with time during the week. What day did we go live? We went live. Did we go live yesterday? We went live yesterday, right? I know y'all probably listening to me like, this dude is stupid. Bro, I be running on 3.5 hours of sleep and motivation, bro. Let me see. What day did we go live? So I want to make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing. Oh, we did go live yesterday. Yes, we went over that in yesterday's live. All right. Yeah, these are entries right here. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and hop off. So let me go. That's what I was supposed to do. Talk about the giveaway really quick. I'm going to post it in the free Telegram. So those that just joined the stream, let me do a quick recap for y'all. We took 2 trades. Took an NJ trade. We hit TB3. Then me and the members took a EA buy. We hit TP3 on that as well, if I'm not mistaken. Then we went over what we're looking at, what I'm looking at, or what positions or setups I'm looking for. Pre and post news. Went over the price levels and all that good stuff. Went over the indexes, US30 NAS100, SPX500. Went over GJ. Went over the Canadian pairs. And went over trading news and a few other things as well. So if y'all missed the stream or you're just joining, make sure to rewatch, and also watch the other videos. But yeah, so this is what the giveaway is going to pertain. So there's going to be a few winners. There's going to be members that most of the winners are going to be people that are in the advanced play signal room or in the course Telegram. Because when you purchase the course, you're not just the course is a separate thing, but you're in the whole Telegram channel as well. That has 2 cheat sheets, as well as y'all also get the daily updates of the trades we're in and the New York price watch list. The price watch list basically is what it says, is a watch list. I go over all setups, all possible setups for New York, price levels for entries, exit points, and also breaking down and explaining the trades we're currently in, going over prices, entry points, key price levels, and all that good stuff. That's dropped every day. And also the lives for the members and students, the course students, the course members also participate in those lives. And they also have access to the student member group chat. All right, so the giveaway. You have to be subscribed to the channel. That's the first requirement. Second requirement, you got to be following me on Instagram. Bottom of y'all screen, playmaker_way. And you got to be following me on TikTok. Bottom of y'all screen, playmaker_way. All right. And you can send me screenshots if you subbed and follow me on both of those pages on Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram. I respond to all requests, all messages. Or you catch me at a good time within 5 minutes, an hour. But I always respond within 24 hours, if not earlier. All right. And yeah, so you can send me that. And even if you don't want to send me that, you can always message me on Instagram or Telegram. I respond to all messages. You don't have to be a member to message me. I respond to all messages. Um, so that's the first two requirements. And then you don't have to be a member, but you'll have more chances of winning a prize if you are a member, because you're gonna be raffled. So it's gonna be 5 winners. 3 of the 5 winners are gonna be members. 2 are not gonna be members. So if you're a member, you're gonna have obviously 3 more chances to win a prize or win the prizes for the giveaway. But I'm not gonna be that guy that's gonna make y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be that guy. So there's still gonna be opportunities for people that aren't members. I'm not gonna be that guy. I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about it, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that. So there's gonna be opportunities for everyone, but the requirements are you gotta be subbed and you gotta be following me on both Instagram and TikTok. And to show me that you're subbed and following me, send me screenshots of all 3 on my Instagram. You can send it to me on Telegram too. Yeah, send me it to either one of those. And I'll probably go live and do the raffle. I gotta find a site or a program to do like the whole randomizer, name draw, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to find that. Yeah, I appreciate you too, Joseph. Yeah, I appreciate you too, Chris. Yeah, I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub. It's no problem, man. I do these lives for a reason. I do these lives to help people out. People that want the help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so the first winner is going to get the playbook course for free. Yes, playbook course for free. It's currently 50% off, but it is the regular price is $500, but it's currently 50% off. It's $250, but you will get that for free. The course includes a course to course, which you can watch anywhere. It's on YouTube, so you can watch on your computer, your phone, your laptop. You can watch it literally anywhere you're at. All right, so and I'm revamping the course too because I made that course when I didn't have the equipment I have, so a few audio issues. So I'm fixing that. All right, my bad. I just picked the mic up, so I probably just smacked you on the ear. So that's the first one. The course always includes the course, but the course isn't just teaching my forex strategy. It teaches you how to read the charts. This strategy and these levels you can identify on any time frame and any chart. Obviously, it works on gold. Obviously, it works on indexes, right? And obviously, it works on currency pairs because we've been catching nice move all week and all month and all quarter using these levels, right? And then also it works on options and crypto. All right, so literally the strategy is how to read charts, and you can just use it for anything. So you can use it for short-term investments, you can use it for long-term investments, swing trades, scalping, whatever your strategy you prefer. This is going to help you improve that and teach you not just how to read the candlesticks, but how to read the charts and the secrets of the charts. All right, because everybody knows there's manipulation in the charts, this, down, the third, but this shows you what is being manipulated, how it's being manipulated, and of course how to use that to your advantage, right? Because we don't complain here. We find solutions. So we know it's being manipulated. We know this and that, and the third happens. We know the news does this. We know the news does that. So this will really help y'all out. All right. So the course includes that. The course also includes my buy and sell limit strategy, because there's a buy and sell limit strategy that I use. I might start. I don't know. I might start posting buy and sell limits in the advanced play student room. I don't know yet. I might, but it will include my buy and sell limit strategy. I still use that buy and sell limit. I've shown a few examples in the advanced play student room of the buy and sell limit. And actually, if y'all are here, if y'all are OGs, y'all know I did do that like 2 quarters ago. I did some buy and sell limits. I kind of just stopped. No reason why, but I might get back to that. I might get back to that. We'll see. But it includes that. It includes the indicators. I don't really use the indicators. Obviously, we catch all these, we call all these trades without using the indicators, but it will include my indicators because these will kind of help you out in the beginning. But the reason why I don't use them on stream, or I don't really teach my members or students how to use them or even bring them up, is because I don't want y'all to rely on the indicator. The indicator is simply just an extra tool, right? This is telling me price is going up. I already knew price was going up before this would have told me price was going up, right? So sometimes indicators are a little bit late or delayed. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes a little bit later delayed, but it's going to include that. And then also, like I said, you're going to be put into a separate Telegram channel. That Telegram channel is where every day the New York price watch list will be dropped. And then also, what you call it? There's two cheat sheets in there. There's the price watch list cheat sheet. So basically, all the times where retracements happen and volume and pumps, and also that includes the key times to look for entries. So key times are in Tokyo session, London session, and New York session to look for trade entries. And then there's another price cheat sheet. Another cheat sheet that breaks down correlating pairs that move the same, move opposite, and then what times certain pairs like to move or certain pairs have the most volume. All right, and I believe there's something else in there as well. I'm not sure, and there's going to be more things being added to it as well. But that's just it for right now. That's what the course includes. So the first winner is going to get the course for free. The second winner will get free hour-long one-on-one session. So the one-on-one session mentorships, you get an hour-long session twice a week that are recorded and sent to you same day, and you also get access to advanced play signal room. So not only are you learning how to trade, but you're making money while learning. So that's what the second member is going to get. You're not going to get the full thing, but you're going to get the one-on-one session with me. The third winner will get the course and an hour-long one-on-one session with me. So the course for free, and then an hour one-on-one session on top of that. And then the two winners that don't have to be members, you just have to be subscribed and following me on Instagram and TikTok. You get the course for free. And then the fifth winner, that's just a sub and not a member. I mean, it depends on how many people submit stuff to me, because I'm not going to. If nobody really submits stuff, then it might just be strictly the members. But I'm trying to open up to everybody. But you have to send me the stuff so I can put you into the raffle. So if you don't send me the stuff, I can't put you into it. And if I don't get enough people to send me stuff, then that's the fourth and fifth winner. I'm just going to give it to the one of the members. So make sure to send me that stuff. Like I said, you can send it to me on Instagram or TikTok. I mean, not TikTok, Instagram or Telegram. So make sure to send that stuff to me. All right. And then the fifth member, the fifth winner, I should say, not the member, fifth winner, you can choose between. Let me stop. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm talking a little too much. New candlesticks. Let me see what's going down. So when I get to talking, I get sidetracked. All right, so yeah, so we see NJ's reattempting to drop down. Gold's ranging. Let's see, US30's up to US30 still ranging. These are still playing. Okay, so we didn't miss nothing. All right, cool. Cool. Let me see what EA is doing. EA is still pushing up nicely. Let's see what GC's up to. GC just broke this level. All right, good thing that stopped myself. So we clicked on here just in time. Now we do have news, but we clicked on here just in time. I do like this setup right here. So we're going to do a round 2 on GC, because this is at the same position what was that yesterday. So we could do round 2 on GC. So let me put that on my other screen. I might go over this with the members, because I usually don't, because news is about to pop off in 15. So I usually don't I'm supposed to be offered here, but since news is about to pop off, I might as well stay on here, right? Like, I'm still on here. News is about to pop off in 15. Might as well stay on here, right? Might as well. I'll hop off after the 15-minute candlestick of the news. I'll just do that. So those just watching, I mean, those still in here, yeah, we're just going to watch the stream. Might well. We've been at it for a minute too. How long we been live? We've been live 2 hours. I think this is a record. I don't think I've ever been live this long before. But hey. All right, so let's see what happens. So it looks like these things are slowly pushing up. We'll see how this candlestick ends. Then we'll see how the next 15 looks before the news pops off, and see if my analysis is going to play out correctly. So it looks like it's retracing. So, like I said, we can look for this is where the drop initially started. So I'm not against price retracing up to here, but we can look for a sell at this level here, or this level here. Wouldn't really consider buys unless price breaks back above this level and starts treating it as support. But you see what happened right before London session or during London session. Price tapped that level, then rejected to the downside. So yeah, but the news is about to pop off, and since it's about to pop off, we might as well just stay on here. It's just 15 minutes, well, 30 minutes technically. So screw it. I'm gonna hop off. I do got some stuff to edit, yo, but we'll do that. I can actually do that. And I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna be too quiet. All right. So what was I getting to? Oh yeah. And then the fifth winner gets to choose between a free one-on-one session in the course, or the course and then 1 week access to the advanced play signal room. Okay, so the fifth winner, you can choose between the free one-on-one session in the course, or the course and 1 week access to the advanced play signal room. And if you already have the course, you can substitute that for 2 free one-on-one sessions instead. Because most people that have the course are members. But if you have the course and you're not a member, then we can flip it and give you access to the advanced play signal room for a week in a one-on-one session. So we can play around with that like that. All right, so new 15 did just start. So let's see what we got going on here. So NJ's pushing back down. Let's see what these other JPY pairs are doing. Yeah, so that's the giveaway. That's the giveaway, and we just hit 500 subscribers. So that's the giveaway. So we're doing a giveaway at 500, and then we're doing another giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. And I might do something a little bit different, not similar. I might try to do something bigger. I'll see. It depends. It depends when we hit that, because that can always change. It could be 2 months from now, maybe 4 months from now, maybe a month from now. We'll see. Yeah, but we're just going to change. We're not entering anything else until after the news. So let me go ahead and message the members, let them know we're live right now. Still live on YouTube. We'll be looking at the news, looking at the 8:30 news. Click the link and come join. All right, I'm going to send that to the Things Play Signal Room, and then also the course channel. Copy. Click the link and come join. Boom. All right. Just in case they ain't join the live when we started. But usually we don't be live during this time. We'll be live. This is usually the time where strictly I'll send the Zoom link out to the members and course, to students and course members. But we're switching it up to that. And I might sprinkle in some New York streams during the week. I've been thinking about that. We'll see. I might sprinkle in some New York streams to the public as well. We'll see. I do have a lot of things planned. A lot of exciting things planned. All right, yeah, I like these. These are where they're going to try to drop down. All right. Catch up these comments. How to join the Telegram? First link in the description. First link in the description. You click the YouTube video, the live, whatever the case is. I'm gonna do it with you. I'm on my phone right now. I'm on the live right now. First, hit that like button. Then, if you just click the more button right next to where it says the title, you click the more button. It's literally the first link. It's gonna say join my free Telegram / signal room here. Click that link. It's gonna send you right into my Telegram, and then you can join right there. It's going to send you right into my free Telegram. So that's how you join that. Yep. And then once you do that, you're going to be in the Telegram, and you're going to be good to go. And you're going to be in this free Telegram with all these other 800 people. Just finished following all three. Okay, I appreciate that. What's your Telegram? Send a screenshot of Instagram. So I'm in there as well. Okay, yeah, thank you. All right, yeah, so I'm gonna add you. So I'm gonna put your Instagram in there. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be doing the giveaway soon. I want to give people a chance to what's the word? Raffle in. So I might do it. I want to do it next month though, but I might do it in like a week or two, or something like that. It depends how many. It depends how many people send me stuff. Like I said, I want to give some non-members a chance to get something too. But I mean, shoot, if only you and another non-member sent me something, then y'all gonna be the winners of the fourth and fifth prize. That's simple. Um, that's just gonna have to be so. But like I said, 3 members are gonna be winning, and then 2 non-members are gonna be winning. Or if not enough non-members, not enough non-members send me stuff, then you know, then more members will win. That's simple. And vice versa. If not enough members send me stuff, then I'll open it up for more non-members to win stuff. Because again, I'm not just automatically enrolling all the members. I might do that. It depends, but I kind of want to give it everyone a fair chance. And then also the winner, I'm going to message the winner. I'm gonna whoever the winner is. I mean, more details will come, but whoever the winner is, I'm gonna have y'all message me to confirm and all that stuff. Or I might message you. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But we got 10 minutes before the news pops off. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Send you a screenshot. Okay, cool. Yeah, but those just joined. Oh yeah, I'll post that on the Telegram. I don't think I did that yet. All right, cool. Let me see the numbers joined up. All right, cool. So we're doing that. So I went over the price levels. Now we're just chilling and waiting. We'll see what happens. Now, depending on how volatile the stuff is, I may or may not post the stuff into the Telegram channels. It just depends. But like I said, I'm looking for strictly sells right now. I'm not looking for buys unless price breaks above this level and starts treating as support like you saw here. But if it's anything below this level, I'm looking for sells. Anything below this level, I'm looking for sells. And then same thing with SPX and NAS. NAS is at a good entry. Actually, it's at a pretty good entry. The same thing. Anything underneath this level, I'm looking for sells. Anything underneath this level, looking for sells. This will be a higher risk buy. But we also have to see how the next couple candlesticks look as well. The same thing here. Anything below this level, looking for sells. Anything above this level, looking for buys. Now, I don't enter off touches. I don't do touch and go entries. I don't do strictly breakout entries. I still wait for the confirmations and stuff. It looks like this is retracing now too. So I want to see how far it retraces. Oil looking for sells as well, unless that thing flies up. I want to see the new low be made. We're in the beginning of the new low, so I want to see if we can finish it. So we got a nice drop right here. Do a nice little drop here. So this is the preposition for a new low. So I want to see a new low be made. I want to see a new low be made. I gotta add some new levels though. Gotta add some new levels. E8 still pumping. NJ still pumping. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Let's see what this candlestick does. Let's see what goes up to. Gold's still pumping. Yeah, so we're gonna have a few pairs we're gonna be watching. So I'm gonna be flipping back and forth between all pairs, but mainly I'm gonna be looking at the Canadian pairs because GC's at a good entry. Let me not say that. I'm not gonna post a trade. I'm not gonna say I don't personally because I take a little bit higher risk than I tell the members and stuff to take, and I'll take high risk trades than I'll post. I only post trades that are low risk and super high probability setups. Obviously, nothing's 100%, but the riskier trades or more aggressive setups or more aggressive entries, I take on my own. So I'm not gonna say I don't enter right before news, but I'm not gonna post a trade right before news because that's a higher risk, and I'm okay with taking that risk. But there is still that chance that that candlestick can be violent and fluctuate. And not everybody puts mental stop losses like me, or not everybody has the liberty of standing at the staring at the screen the whole trade. So they have to put in manually a stop loss and TP. And sometimes the thing will get wicked. If your stop loss gets wicked, and then it pumps in our direction, that'd be unfortunate. And I'd blame myself. So I wouldn't put myself in a position to set anyone else up like that. So all trades I post are low risk and high probability setups, at least in the Telegram channels. Yeah, so we got 5 minutes till the news pops off. It's Canadian news and USD news. We want to see how this goes. We got the core retail and durable good orders. The New Zealand, not the New Zealand, but it's Canadian pairs. Those that have been on the stream since the beginning. Finally broke. Well, this one's still chilling here. GC broke above the daily level. That one's still chilling on the daily level. This one's kind of still showing bearish momentum, but it tapped that level and rose up, which is interesting. And then GC is right here. So it just broke back above this level. So it's right here where we're waiting for. So it's at a good buy position right before this candlestick. So it wasn't news I'd enter and post this trade, I should say. But I like this setup right here. This is what we were waiting for. So it's right at a good entry. So I want to see, it's pretty much the setup I'm looking for that I posted and we took yesterday, except I want to see all the TPs get hit, not just TP1 get hit multiple times, because TP1 got hit like 3 times yesterday. So I want to see the rest of the TPs get hit. But it's pretty much the same trade we took yesterday. And by pretty much, I mean it's exactly the same trade we took yesterday. It's literally at the same entry and everything. So if y'all scroll to yesterday, it's the same trade, same play from yesterday that I'm looking at. And it's right at the entry from yesterday as well. Let's see what EC is up to. The EC break above that level. Let's see if it broke above that level. Thanks for the session. No problem. Thanks for extended live. You got me some new follow. Ain't no problem. All right, EuroCAD just broke this level as well. So yeah, so we're looking at EC buys, GC buys, looking for sells on the indexes. Gold looking for buys now. Again, there are a few variables that we could see some possible reversal, but everybody knows my saying. If you don't know my saying, I'm about to say it. If everything's showing me buys, I'm looking for buys. If everything's showing me sells, I'm looking for sells. Don't try to confuse yourself too much. And as always, if if the play goes your way, know why it went your way. If it doesn't go your way, know why it didn't go your way. But just keep things simple, right? If we're bullish, identify the next place for to look for retracement and entry. Keep it that simple. And also know the price levels where if the price breaks this level, then the reversal or downtrend can begin. So that's simple. Um, but yeah, we're about to hit the next TP, me and the members on 0AUD actually. So let's see what's in for flickering blue. Most of it should be back flickering blue. We hit TP1 again. So yeah, we're back kind of at entries or TP1 for NJ. EA, we're deep in profit, about to hit the next TP. We got about a minute and a half till the live. Well, we got a minute till the live starts. I mean, not the live, the news. Yeah, but I like EC and I like GC. So when this live pops out, we're gonna be flipping through all these pairs to see what's going down. All right, and then we want to see how the candlestick ends, and then of it, I'm going to end the string. And depending on how violent this candlestick is, may post some trades. But we also have we're not going to be done with the USD news. We also have a 945, so it might do something. But I feel like the big news going to happen at 945. At least for the USD pairs. I think that's one thing. I think 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock is when things are going to pop off. So let me switch because news is about to pop off, speaking of which. So we're going to see what happens. Let's see if analysis is correct. So cut it to the comments. So I'm not going to look at the comments for a second. I'm going to be literally staring at both my screens, flipping through all these pairs to see what's going on. But the news just started. We're starting off red. I'm looking at GC as well. GC is retracing. This is retracing as well. All right, now it's pumping up. Let's go to GC. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so far, anticlimactic. These are retracing out. Okay, starting to push up. New Zealand CAD starting to push up as well. Oops. So we're going to see. And like I said, the video I linked, usually the red folder news, there's like 3 stages within the 15-minute candlestick. Now, obviously, some major news, nothing really happens. But for the news that like super high impact, usually every 5 minutes is something different with the first 15. But so far, it's pretty chill. Nothing too crazy, but it's still the first minute. So we want to see how this 5-minute closes and then what the next 5 minute looks like. But so far, nothing too crazy, but it's pushing up slowly. We can't ignore that. But we want to see how this 5-minute ends. So these are dropping back down. So I like these for sales. I'm not entering these yet, though. It's definitely met my confirmations. But they're starting to flow now. Again, like I said, if it wasn't news, we would have entered GC because it's literally at the entry from yesterday. In the same play as yesterday. And the EC right here is looking nice. So all the Canadian pairs are pushing up. I'm going to see what 80 CAD's up to right here. Because this one is like super bearish, like most of the Australian pairs are. That one was pushing down. These are dropping as well. So I like these. Yeah, so these can close underneath these levels here. I wouldn't be against going for a sell. It's going to be a high risk sell though. Anything an hour before the news is a higher risk sell because even if it is most likely to go your way, the news can cause, volatile candlesticks. So there's a risk to enter hour before the news. Scary money don't make no money, right? So far, nothing's really. I was about to say so far nothing's really happening, but gold decided to fly up. So we're gonna see if price can break this level here. If price can break above this level and stay above that level. We're gonna look for possible buys. But we're not gonna jump the gun too early on that. So if price can break and stay above that level. We're gonna look for possible buys on that. All right. All right. This was just red. Now it's green. All right. So we've seen price pumping up slowly. Yeah, I like EC. Missed the entry, man. I tell you, when I started talking, man, I missed it. I need to start setting alerts. All right, we're about to hit the next CP on EA. Let's look and see what NJ is up to. See if we're gonna make some money there. No, we're still chilling at TP1 on NJ. But hey, we were at drawdown. Now we're not. And now we're flickering back blue. So who was it? Who was saying Waleed? You know, if you're still in it, you should be. Well, I don't know what your entry was, but hey, what's up there is a lot closer to blue than it was last time. But I don't know what your personal entry was, but if you're not flickering blue, you're a lot less red than you were when we were talking an hour ago. These are still touching and playing at this level. So these might be chilling till that news pops off. You wouldn't be surprised. You'll hit that low and reject it. And this is why we mark these levels off as well. All right, you literally see it had this level marked off. Saw me adjust this level, literally tapped it. Then what happened? Rejected. Rejection with rejected. So why we trade out these levels. Now it's coincidence. Because look right here. Hit the same level, then retrace down. Hit this level again, retrace down. Not a coincidence. See what these other pairs are looking at. We haven't looked at New Zealand pairs in a while. Let's see what they're up to. These are pushing up as well now. All right, so everything's pushing up right now. All right, we just hit the next TP. Let me let the members know. So we're only in 2 trades right now. We hit TP3 on NJ. We just hit me and the members. We're in EA right now. And we just hit TP4. We just hit TP4. We broke this trade down live, but this was just a strictly members only play. But we did break this trade down live. We did enter this live as well. GA we could have entered too. We went over that live as well, and that thing's doing pretty nice also. But chose EA instead. So we're in EA. NJ's retracing back up. It's still holding that lowest resistance. So we're going to see. Let's go back to the indexes. So these are still chilling. So these are chilling right here. So I wonder if it's going to do this until 9 o'clock or when's the news start? 9:45. They might just play around till then. All right, so nothing too crazy happened this candlestick. Well, this is pumping up. So yeah, we can look at a buy position here. Kind of like this for a buy. So I want to see what this next 5 minute looks like. Got about a minute and a half to the next 5 minutes. I'm going to write this play up though, because I do like this play. for a buy. I can see us hitting this wall up here, grabbing this liquidity at 48.60. I can see that happening. So I'm gonna write this play up. Not in this, but depending what the next 15 looks like, we could be in this. But I do like this setup right here. Yeah, but it's crazy. Every time I decide to go live is when we don't see the violent candlesticks. But every time I'm like, I'm not going to go live for this major news. That's when we see the huge pumping, volatile candlesticks. So I might, but I know FOMC and like NFP. Those are the days for sure. We're gonna see some violent movement. But FOMC was too late in the day for me to go live yesterday. Because not yesterday, whatever day it was. Because during the afternoon, that's when I'll be doing like a lot of the one-on-one sessions and stuff. So I don't really have time to go live during that time. So I'm doing the one-on-one sessions. Seven, 8, 5. By the way, if you're interested in getting scheduled in and booking a one-on-one session, link is in the description. Click the second or third link. Or if you want to ask any more questions about it, hit me up on Instagram at playmaker_way. Let me put it back on the screen for y'all. Make sure to follow me there as well. I did not post on there today yet, but once I get off live, I'm posting the video today on there. But I did post a video yesterday and the day before. I usually post the videos around like 6 a.m., but we've been live since 6 a.m. And this is a new record. We have not been live this long before. We've been live for a minute. So they're very, I don't want to say anticlimactic, but again, not violent. I'm pretty sure the 9:45 news is going to be violent, but I'm not going to be live during that time. Did GM break this level? Let me see if GM broke this level. No, okay. So GM is inching towards this level. So like I said, if GM breaks above this level, we're going to go for buys. But it has not done so yet. So we're just going to patiently wait on that. It's getting there though, but it has not done so yet. All right, and then GC still chilling right here. Still chilling at our entry from yesterday. So yeah, we're going to see what his next 15 looks like. But the Canadian pairs did break above their daily levels, which is a good sign. Well, not this one. AC don't count either. So the ones we're looking for buys for GC and EC did. The AC is still trying to pump up. It did retrace and hit the 4-hour level in the push up. And then again here, the rejection wick rejected this level. What do you see after the rejection? A push to the upside. Rejection wick rejected this price. What do you see after this rejection wick? Push to the upside. All right. Rejection wick, drop to the downside. Rejection wick, push to the upside. Rejection wick, drop to the downside. Okay, see these rejection wicks, and then we see price pushing to the upside. Let's wait for this to refresh. All right, so these are ranging. So like they're teasing me right now. The indexes are teasing me right now. They're like, we want to go down, we want to drop down. But right now, this is what people say, like they're collecting orders right now. That's what people say. But I just say they're just ranging. Let's just say we're in a ranging market right now. We're ranging before the news. But that was very anticlimactic. So I'm gonna start doing these a little bit better. Let me start going live when the markets are going crazy. That's the whole reason why I like to go live during the major news thing, so y'all can kind of see in real time what's going on. But that was nothing crazy. Nothing crazy happened there. Nothing crazy happened there. But the New Zealand pairs are pumping. New Zealand pairs are pumping. So yeah, these are dropping down again. So yeah, I do like these for sales. I'm just waiting for them to break below their respective levels. That's pretty much it. 80 cash pumping, trying to push up. Let's see what EC's up to. Yeah, so EC and GC are still wicked up. The AC is pumping up. Let's see if NC is doing the same thing. It's rising because remember it was underneath this level, so they are slowly rising, trying to follow GC and EC's lead. This wick back up and touch this level. All right, cool. Yeah, so nothing crazy happened this candlestick. All right, candlestick's about to close. All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this live. Whether y'all found it boring, insightful, entertaining, educational, or all the above, appreciate all y'all that clicked this channel, clicked this video, and gave it a chance. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Part 2 of the 200 to 2K account flip challenge is dropping this afternoon. What else? Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and DM me on Instagram and Telegram to be included and eligible for the giveaway. I'm gonna post the giveaway stuff. Actually, I'm gonna post the giveaway stuff right now into free Telegram. So go ahead and click the first in the description on the free Telegram. I'm about to post the details of the giveaway in there right now. Again, 3 of them you have to be a member for, or the 3 of them you have to be a member for. The last 2 winners open to everyone. You just have to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and be subscribed to the channel. Send me screenshots of all 3 of those on Instagram, and I'm adding your name to the list. We're going to do the raffle, name draw, whatever the case may be, in 2 weeks to a month. That way you have time for people to submit the stuff. So I want to get as many people in there as possible, or give as many people a chance to win as possible. It's going to be 5 winners. Give me 1 second. My bad, y'all. I can't type and talk. But yeah, that was very anticlimactic. New 15 though, so we're gonna go back to GC. GC is still on this level. It can very much so continue to push up. So we're still gonna keep an eye on this stuff. But I do got some things to do. I got some videos to edit. And I gotta make sure that YouTube video is nice and good. I'm not a perfectionist, but if I genuinely don't like it, I'm not gonna post it. There'd be a lot of stuff I'd be throwing away because I just don't like how it turned out. And I'm like, if I don't like it, I know my videos aren't the best, but it's like, if I don't like it, I'm pretty sure most people ain't gonna like it. You get what I'm saying? So, but okay. So EC is looking at GC. What to do? EC is looking valid. I like EC. So it breaks past a certain number I got in my head. We might jump in on that. Let me write this up. So I do like EC. You just message me. I thought I had all my Telegram notifications off. Let me fix that. All right. So it's still respecting this level, but you can see that retestment. It did just break above this level. So once price shows that it's trying to push past this high or this low to the left, then you can enter. But right now, it's not doing that. Right now, it's retesting this, putting its toe in the water, seeing how it feels. Let's go back to these indexes. These indexes are still ranging. They're probably going to range until the news pops off. That's just what news weeks do. It's kind of annoying. It does definitely test your patience to patiently wait and not enter too early or too late. But, it is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do about that. Gold's pumping back up to see if it can reattempt and break that level. If it breaks that level, we're going to look for a buy. If it can break and hold that level of support. That's pretty much it. I'm going to keep an eye on EC, though, because EC is showing that it's trying to push up. So I'm going to keep an eye on EC. I'm going to keep an eye on GC as well. But we're 2-0 for the day so far. We caught like 20 pips on NJ, Euro AUD. It whipped down a little bit. We're still blue on this trade. We're still deep in profit. We're still chilling like TP3 right now. But we caught a decent amount of pips. Let me see. How many pips did we catch? Let me make sure I'm not just saying anything. Let me actually do the math real quick. So we caught 30 pips on this play so far. That's pretty much it. So I'm building the chart still, but I'm about to hop off because I do got some things to do. Hope y'all enjoyed this extended live. Again, I might start sprinkling in some New York lives to the public. We'll see. I just have to. It just depends on my schedule for the week, honestly. Like, it just depends. So every week might be a little bit different, but I do got a lot of things planned. I just got to, I got all the ideas. I just got to map it out correctly. But there's a lot of stuff I do got planned. Also, again, make sure to follow me on both Instagram and TikTok, because once I get to 1,000 followers on TikTok, I'm going to be going live on there as well and doing some fun stuff on there as well. Those lives, I'm leaning towards Tokyo session. It won't be live trading. I mean, I might have my computer show and stuff because I do trade during Tokyo session, but those are strictly for the members. So I won't be calling any signals during that session. We're going to be on the charts still. We might talk about some stuff, but Tokyo session strictly for the members. Strictly for the members. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll be watching GN still. That's pretty much it. Make sure to like the live, man. I appreciate all y'all that stayed from the beginning to the end. I also appreciate y'all that clicked whenever y'all clicked on here. Y'all made it here. Shout out to the members. I'm about to once I get out, I'm gonna do a price watch list for y'all. Basically reiterate what we went over with the live and also go into a little more detail with the zones and the price levels. Now to the course members as well. And I'm going to get that video ready to be posted in the afternoon. Like I said, part 2 is dropping. Make sure to join the first link description for your Telegram. This is how we're doing. Whoops, I'm editing. This is the giveaway stuff, so I can keep that there. I'm just editing the stuff right here. That's the giveaway stuff. But we hit like TP3 on here. So we were 2-0 so far for the day. We went 3-0 yesterday, 11-1 for the week. We only took one loss this week so far. Then how did we do on what's today? Friday. This is how we did Wednesday. We went 3-1 on Wednesday. Was that Wednesday? Or was that Tuesday? The 22nd was Wednesday. So Wednesday we went 3-1, 8-1 for that. Well, 3-1, caught 278 pips. Then on Tuesday we went 3-0 on Tuesday, caught 5,000 pips. And then on Monday, we went 2-0, caught 2,866 pips. So a little bit up. I took a little bit less trades this week than last week. But it's been a lot of news this week. It's been super choppy. But last week, we went 14-2. So we're kind of at the same amount of trades we took last week. So we took 16 trades last week. We went 14-2, 87% win rate for that week. total 18,642 pips. And then the week before that went 17-1, 59,000 pips caught. And then the week before that, 13-1. So 17-1. Hold on. 17-1. 14-1. 14-2. 13. 47. 47. So this month so far, we're 47 plus 11 plus 2. So this month so far, we're 60 and 3. We're either 60 and 4 or 60 and 3. Something like that. But we won 60 trades and lost either 3 or 4 trades this month so far, which isn't bad at all. So that's how we're doing this month so far. Giveaway comes soon. As y'all see, I'm editing this up, but I post all the details and stuff in the channel. So click that first link and join that channel. These things are retracing up now. This is retracing up. Yeah, so these things are doing retracements before the news, which I have no complaints about. We're just gonna move that over to the left. And then we're gonna look at GC one more time. We're gonna look at EC one more time. Yeah, so EC is definitely trying. GC is too, but EC is putting in a little bit more effort. So I'm gonna keep an eye on those Canadian pairs. So I do like EC. EC is definitely trying. GC is struggling. These other pairs are up too. NC is pushing up as well. Let's see AC. AC is trying as well. Yeah, so I like the Canadian pairs. They are trying to push up. So I'm going to keep an eye on EC and GC, and then I'm going to keep an eye on the indexes. But that's pretty much it. I might enter 1 or 2 more trades. Just depends on how this news goes. But we're going to be back at it next week, Monday, 3 a.m. EST on YouTube. And y'all enjoy y'all's weekend.